Hello, my name is Conyers, and I am about to show you my the last 10 minutes of my class where my students participated in accountable talk. I thought they did a pretty good job, and I just wanted my parents, teachers, and other students to be able to see what are some of the things that we do here at Woodville High School. I hope you enjoy.
But your job is this. Your job is to find one fact that proves whether or not you think the Germans were arrogant or not. First, our goal, okay, and this is something that they just want to make sure that you know. Our question versus the state objective. Bless you. What is the connection? I'm saying that Adolf Hitler in Germany assumed power because of what in this underlying part? Germans' arrogance, right? That's what I'm trying to get you guys to see. Did he gain power because Germany was arrogant, because they were self-absorbed, because they were mean? All right? And your job is to agree or disagree with that. So, on the side, let's do our sexy paragraph. Do you agree or disagree? All right, that the rise of Nazism was due mainly to German arrogance. All right, so as you finish up writing that sentence, the explain part, we have to figure out, okay, in order for someone to understand why I said what I said, what word do you think, give me one word you think you would have to define up there for them to understand what you're talking about. Say it again. Arrogant, right? So we got arrogant. So you can explain what arrogant means, or Nazism, all right? Depends, I mean, as we go, you're going to learn more about Nazism. As an example, okay, don't forget, we got to talk about the time frame. Anybody remember the time frame? It's still the same as last week, 19 what? 1920s or 1930s, roughly. So the next one, 1920s, 1930s. One of your quick facts. One of your quick facts. All right, that shows, proves, or supports how you feel about it. Okay, and don't forget, tell me why you're using that fact. All right, make sure you tell me why you're using that fact. Okay, so our last one here we're looking at is the importance. All right, and we're just trying to say essentially, you know, because of German, it just depends on what you said. This is all you. Maybe you talked about the German arrogance. Maybe you talked about Nazis. Maybe you talked about it. But essentially, because of whatever you said, we're dealing with what the, or we see a shift, we see a change in what the. And then explain to me, like a lot of people that say this is important because it helps us understand what. What does it help us to understand? All right, so first, don't forget to say S, read your S. You know how to do it, right? Read it nice and loud so no one's asking again. On your papers, would y'all please put SEXI down the side, just real quick underneath your paragraph? Because what I want you to do is jot down a word that you might hear that you like, you got to explain that to him, and just make sure you put it in the section that he said it, all right? That way he doesn't have to reread it and we get more points out, all right? So SEXI, or just write down that word so that he'll know, all right? Go ahead, read for me. You got 1 minute to read, 2 minutes to participate. Go ahead.
Yes, I agree that the rise of
Nazism.
Nazism was due mainly to German arrogance. Arrogance means to be selfish, self-absorbed, and care only about yourself and what you believe. X, for example, Hitler promised to build a strong nation, revoked the injustice of the Versailles Treaty, and reestablished the self-respect of the German people. This resulted in the Nazis becoming popular during the 1920s. Essentially because of Hitler's arrogance, we saw a major shift in power. This change was important because it helps us to understand what leaders show favoritism.
All right, so do we have any questions here? Do we have any questions? All right, give it about a minute or so. You want to start by saying, I'm not sure I understand you when you said the Germans were arrogant. With your example, could you explain that to me again? Don't forget to say it right so I give you points. Go ahead.
I said for X, for example, Hitler promised to build a strong nation, revoke the injustice of the Versailles Treaty, and reestablish the self-respect of the German people. This resulted in the Nazis becoming popular during the 1920s. I said that because he was just saying like he wanted to reestablish self-respect of his country and his country only. He didn't really care about nobody else.
Ah, so it's not a bad point, okay? Kind of reflecting what Nazism is about. Self-respect of this country. Not caring about anybody else. Anybody else got a question over there? Got a question. Okay, go ahead. Quayla's got it. Quayla's up. All right, Quayla, let's see yours.
I disagree that the rise of Nazism was due.
Speak up a lot louder for me. Go ahead.
I disagree that the rise of Nazism was due mainly to German area. I disagree that the rise of Nazism was due to German area because Germany didn't think about themselves. They thought about it's, for example, from 1920 to 30, Adolf Hitler was a powerful speaker, able, organizing, and resourceful person. He had the ability to take mass in his favor with passionate words. This caused Adolf Hitler to take control of Germany and Nazism. If the Germans were selfish, Adolf Hitler didn't have to win them over by his speech. Essentially, Adolf Hitler caused the American shift in power. This change was important because it helped people to have faith in
All right. So you're saying that Germany definitely. Do you disagree with that? Anybody have anything to say on that? Anybody? What my question is this. I say I'm confused. I don't understand how you can say that Germans were not selfish. All right. Did they not want to pay back money to countries that they had destroyed? The fines? Please explain to me how someone is not selfish if they don't even want to pay back money that they should have paid back anyway. Anybody can help out now. Anybody can help out. I'll give you points for it. To show that, look, they still selfish. Look what else they did. You got one, Ms. Clark. Go ahead. Take it up. They have to accept blame. And then tell me, why does that put in your head like that? They kind of self-absorbed. What did they feel about accepting blame? They what? They don't like the truth. They said we have to accept blame and we don't like the truth. Okay, so how it goes is this. I need you to please, on your box, first make sure your name is down here. Your name, date, class, period. I need you to put the top box, I need you to put group 6. Number 6 up here. Next one is group 8, and the last one is going to be group 3. Now, if we don't get all the way to group 3, that's okay. He's going to get credit. That's right, 6, 3, 8. So, I need y'all to please make sure you pay attention to how you ask your question, all right? Ask it the way it shows on here. If you disagree, I disagree with group, whatever group you're talking to, because, and then tell me why you disagree with them. Something from your sheet, all right? If y'all would, please put SEXI right underneath your paragraph, put SEXI. As they read, they're going to say S, and they're going to read it. E, read it. X, read it. I, read it. And if you hear something you don't like, or you say, look, please write it down. If they say something in X, the example, write it down real quick. I don't care. Just jot it down so that when you ask them a question, you can say, hey, I don't understand what you meant by this. Could you explain it to me again? And you can tell them what part it was in. That wasn't that one time, okay? Do you have any questions? Any questions about what's about to happen? Ms. Conyers, read it first. Don't forget S, and then read it loudly so everybody can hear it, okay? You got 1 minute to read. You got 2 minutes to participate. Go.
Okay. If I said I agree that the rise of
Nazis.
Nazi, was due mainly to Germans' arrogance.
Arrogance. Yes. Go ahead.
Arrogance means having too much confidence in yourself.
Good.
E, for example, during the 1920s and 1930s, Germany had no air force or modern weapons. This caused them to have hatred towards Trinity of, how is it?
Trinity of Versailles.
Versailles.
Good.
Important, essentially, hatred caused a major shift in deals with culture. So, I think it's culture.
All right, that's it. All right, so, anybody have any questions for her? Any questions? Raise your hand so I can get your points. I jotted mine down as you went. Any questions? Yes, ma'am, we got it. Don't forget, direct them to her. And don't forget, hey, Beyonce, you want to make sure you ask them like this up here, okay? We got 1 minute 58 seconds. 60 seconds, go ahead.
60 seconds.
Okay. I don't understand why you pick culture. Please tell.
Come on, Beyonce.
She said, okay, why I pick culture.
Yeah, I got you.
Explain why I pick culture.
All right, so tell me, that's a good question. Go ahead. So how does culture connect to the Indian area? Go ahead. Class, keep it quiet, please. Go ahead.
Because it is how they act, and they got too much confidence in themselves. So you gonna tell it by somebody's actions.
Okay, so that's not too bad. And don't forget, Beyonce, you're just trying to get her, explain her answer a little bit more. Ain't got to be just perfect, but that was pretty decent. Anybody else got a question? I have a question for you. In a little 18 seconds, tell me this. You said that you explained arrogance is having too much confidence, but then you said something about the Treaty of Versailles, how they hated that. How is them having too much confidence and hating the Treaty of Versailles? How did you connect it to? Why would you use the Treaty of Versailles as an example of them having too much confidence? Give me one reason why.
Cause they
That's okay. You just try your best.
because they I guess these guns, the weapons complete them.
Oh, not bad. Okay, got you. So you're saying the weapons they had completed them, and what did the Treaty of Versailles do?
They adopted after them.
Okay, so I go. We got Vincent is next. He has 1 minute to read, and start now. Go.
Yes, I disagree that the rise of Nazism was due mainly to German arrogance. Nazism to me means Germany for Germans. Basically means this country is for our people and no one else. For example, during the 1920s and 30s, the Germans just wanted to rebuild their country after the war. This caused people to think they were arrogant, but they really not. Essentially, because of Hitler and Nazism, this caused a major shift in power. This helps us to understand that the Germans were misunderstood about how they were.
All right, so here we go. 10, please. All right, so we got questions. Go ahead. We got Xavier first. Xavier.
They was trying to take away some of Germany's power by taking away their military. But Hitler, when he became a dictator, he made them more popular, which gave them more power.
Yes, I agree that due to the rise of Nazism was due mainly because of Germany's arrogance. As arrogance, I mean, they think about they're better than everyone else. For example, during the 1920s and 1930s, Hitler influenced the German soldiers on why Germany was so great. This resulted in Nazis having a feeling of being cocky and have pride in their country. Essentially because of Hitler's persuasion, this caused a major shift in power. This change was important because it helps us understand why persuasion and power is so great that it helps lead the country.
So that's not bad. We got 2 minutes. If you didn't hear something, raise your hand and ask. We got Barry. Go ahead.
I don't understand. I'm gonna take it.
All right.
I was thinking about what Caitlin said. Yeah, I was wondering what it would be. Like you said, like Hitler made Germany great.
Yeah, yes, persuasion.
Okay, so how they made great is they made all the wars and stuff.
What I mean by great is what I meant like
Now, just make sure you speak up.
Hitler used persuasion, like he gave the reason why Germany was so great and how they took pride in their country.
So anybody else? Any other takers on that one? Yeah, good job. Anybody else? We got anybody else wants to step it up? All right. So I got a question for you. You still got 60 seconds on yours. Look, I don't understand your E. Would you read that again for me, please?
As arrogance, I mean they think they are better than everyone else.
They think they're better than everyone else. And you're saying that they don't think, you think that's a misunderstanding, or do they really think that they're better than everybody else?
They actually think they're better.
They actually think they're better than everybody else. So could you tell me how your example proves that one more time, please?
When we read my example.
Yeah, just tell me, just so you can break it down. That's fine. You ain't got to put 20 seconds.
Women like Hitler. Women, but Hitler was since he was such a powerful speaker, he gave examples on why it was great, or he would say that he would make Germany great.
Okay, so, and then you got, Go ahead, got you. Go ahead. So you're saying that his powerful speaking made him great. I
Yeah,
got you.
influence people.
Hey, definitely. So you're saying his influence over people, him being a German. I understand that one. Okay, so I appreciate it. All right, so we got, now she had to go get a drink of water before she could read. Julio, would you like to go ahead on and do your thing?
No, I'm not done with it.
How you raise your hand, man? I thought you were finished. All right, Kiyoshi's going to read hers. Listen carefully. We got ourselves just about another few minutes. Go ahead.
Hey, I agree that the rise of Nazism was the main true German revolt. Hey, what I mean by
Arrogance.
arrogant
Yes, you good.
is that you think you better than anyone else.
Good.
X, for example, during the 1920s and 1930s, the Nazism became popular in Germany due to Hitler's strong personality and actions. This caused them to think they were better than anybody else. Essentially, because of how the Germans acted deals with power. This change was important because it helps us understand how Nazism was and why they think they are better.
So we got a minute, 50 seconds. We have any takers? Yeah.
I don't,
Well, 110, excuse me. Go ahead there.
I'm not sure I understand what you said. Hitler gave a better person. Can you say more about it? I said, I'm not sure I understand what you said. Hitler gave a great person. Can you say more about it?
Okay.
Let me
He
say
said-
These X and Y.
Why do you think he had a good,
Why
a
do you
strong
think
impression?
Hitler has a great impression?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
No, you can help her out. That's fine. You can help her out within the group.
I think what she means is that Hitler, what? That Hitler was such a powerful speaker and influenced other people.
Anybody else got another question for her? Raising your hand. Anybody else have another question? We got 30 seconds. Yeah.
I agree with Yoshi because Hitler, he promised to make the nation stronger and to reestablish self-respect in Germany.
All right. So that was just an agreement, right? Gotcha. And we got another one.
Okay.
Yeah, we got another one. All right. Well, look, you did pretty good. Can I ask you one question, Miss? I was looking at yours and you said the example, and you were talking about it being popular, right? You said that the Nazism being very popular. Now, do you think that Nazism being so popular, and you know Nazism means that Germany for the Germans, right? How does that make you great when you take and you push everybody else out? How does that make you great? Anybody can jump in. Ms. Taylor, you already got your points. Jerry, you got your points. Anybody else? I want somebody else to maybe help her out and say, hey, how can you make yourself, how can you seem great if you're trying to push people out? Think about it now. Think about yourself. If you say, look, I'm a great person because I push people out, who are you pushing out? Sit back and say, I'm great. Well, yes. There you go. There you go. You got the negative people. So today you can always say something like that. You can say, well, look, Hitler, he made Germany great because he pushed out the people that were trying to what Germany?
To make it bad.
To make it bad or hurt Germany, right? So we got that type of thinking right there. So that's not bad, all right? Even if I come at you, it's not because I'm saying something because I want to trip you up. I know you can figure it out. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean she was right, but you can always, think quick on your feet. I'm pretty sure you guys are doing that. That's what you're about to do too, right? And that's good. All right, so, and I do that, so I want to bring everybody else in. If y'all would, good job. I need you to please turn